Hi, this is Steve Siebold, and I want to welcome you to the Bill Gove Speech Club. Now, if you're not familiar with Bill Gove was the father of the professional speaking industry. He was also my business partner and mentor for the last 5 years of his life. Bill Gove is credited with training more 6- and 7-figure professional speakers than anyone in history. And he did this through his famous program, the Bill Gove Speech Workshop, which typically has been a 3-day program live that's been held all over the world for the last 75 years. And again, created platform giants like Zig Ziglar, Mark Victor Hansen, Bob Proctor, Larry Wilson, Tony Alessandro, Jim Cathcart, Jeannie Robertson, you name it. You name the top speaker, and odds are they're a graduate of the speech workshop, the Bill Gove Speech Workshop, or they were influenced heavily by its teachings. Well, here's the problem we always had since I've been involved in the speech workshop, which has been since 1998. The problem is people attend the speech workshop in a city somewhere in the world, and then they go home and they try to learn and implement the system, the Bill Gove system. And while it's had, obviously, tremendous success, the breakdown sometimes is that people go to a seminar, as you do, and you get fire hosed with information, and then you sort of forget some things, and if you lose momentum, sometimes that information can slip away. So we always, over the years, have been looking for a way to make sure people really learn this system, because once you learn the Bill Gove keynote speaking system, you can write your own ticket. You can do anything you want. I was told this back in 1996 when I lost $50,000 my first year in professional speaking, and I had a gentleman named John Spaneth, who was a student of Bill Gove's, come up to me and say, look, if you learn the Bill Gove system, you'll be an extremely successful speaker, either in 6 or 7 figures, if you follow the system, because all these people have succeeded with it. Well, that was more than 25 years ago, and since then I've delivered $16 million in keynote speeches and earned over $50 million in speaking-related income. And I will tell you, the secret, the heart, the core of my business has been the Bill Gove system. That's why I'm so excited to introduce the Bill Gove Speech Club. So here's how it works. Every week, for an hour, depending on the club you're in, we meet on Zoom. People from all over the world participate, and 3 speakers typically speak on that call. They do a 3 to 5 minute vignette in the Bill Gove system, a story with a point, and then they're critiqued by either myself or some other 7-figure professional speaker in the business who is a master at the Bill Gove system. And what happens is, if you're speaking, of course, you're getting critiqued. But if you're not speaking, you're listening to the speaker, you're watching the speaker on Zoom, and then you're watching and listening to the critique that's happening right after the speech. It's a phenomenal way to learn this system. Well, the way we used to have to do it is I attended the Bill Gove Speech Workshop 4 times in a 2-year period because I just couldn't get all the information in. Bob Proctor attended 4 times over 20 years. Larry Wilson attended 4 times. Jeannie Robertson, Zig Ziglar. It goes on and on and on. I could tell you stories because people knew the system was worth its weight in gold. And it is. There's no question about that. But the only way you could really learn it back then was by attending the live workshop, because that's the only way it's offered. Okay, so fast forward to post-pandemic, we went into the studio and filmed the entire Bill Gove Speech Workshop in a 15-hour, in a television studio, a 15-hour program where you learn a little bit in each module, and you go through the course over a series of 8 weeks, and you learn the system. And you get this course, the whole Bill Gove system, as part of your membership, your year-long membership in the Bill Gove Speech Club. Now, if you're a graduate, or you're already a graduate of the live program, well, email Dawn Andrews at dawn@ssnco.com, and she'll talk to you about the graduate discount. But if you're not a graduate, you want to get this live program, not live program, but this online program, and study the system, and then participate weekly in the speech club, and you will become a master, if you study it during this year-long process in the Bill Gove Speech Club. I've never been able to say that before in 25 years. I got to be honest with you. I'm totally blown away since we started this club, because I'm watching people, and everyone in the club's watching people improve on a weekly basis. They're learning the system. Let me tell you something, if you don't know this already. If you understand this system, you're never going to work another real day in your life. I mean, that's what Bill Gove told me 25 years ago, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, you're going to work as a speaker, but the potential of this process is, it's really hard to exaggerate, and I give you story after story, famous speaker after famous speaker. Just to give you a little bit of an overview, sort of a 10,000-foot view of what this system has been worth to people. The graduates of the Bill Gove Speech Workshop that learned the system collectively over 75 years have generated over $500 million in keynote speaking fees. $500 million. That's unheard of. You could take every speaking program you've ever seen online, you've ever seen offline, put them all together, and they wouldn't even be in the same category. This is the most successful system in the history of the professional speaking business. And it's always has been, at least for 75 years. But now, with this introduction of the Speech Club, now weekly, you're getting coaching and you're watching other people get coached. And I will tell you, from a 25 years experience with the Bill Gove system and as a professional speaker full-time for 25 years, that watching other people get critiqued and listening to what they're doing, watching them speak, and then listening to the critiques, you learn as much about the Bill Gove system doing that as you do speaking and getting critiqued yourself. Maybe because there's no pressure involved, you don't have to worry about your speech, you're watching someone else do it and it's sort of objective and you can see it for what it really is, as opposed to being emotionally involved like we do with our own stories and our own speeches and that kind of thing. So you're going to learn the system step by step, week by week, over the course of a year. I highly recommend you check this out. This is one of the greatest things that's ever happened in the speaking business. Of course, technology made this available. It was never available before. But now we're doing it over Zoom, and we're doing it for a fraction of the cost that it would require for you to travel across the country, or travel across the world. You can be anywhere in the world to do this, right? And because it's online. And not only that, but if there's something in the system that you don't understand, you go back to the online training program. You get, with the Bill Gove Speech Club membership, you get access, lifetime access to the 15-hour course. So you have the whole system, and then you have the practice mechanism, and you have the coaching mechanism on a weekly basis. It's the greatest opportunity I've ever seen in speaking. It really is, in terms of, if you're serious about getting fees, okay? If you want to speak for free and just play around with this, you probably don't need the Bill Gove Speech Club, okay? But if you're serious about getting paid to do this, this is the best thing I've ever seen. This is the best way to do it, because you are going to learn how to do this at the level that will allow you to learn how to entertain, excite, motivate, and most importantly, move an audience to action. That's no small task. That's not easy to do in the age of people having cell phones in their pockets. It's an amazing opportunity. I highly encourage you, if you're serious about this, check out the Bill Gove Speech Club. You can click on a link here and you can watch one of our meetings. We'll put a meeting up online so you can kind of see how it works. But basically, Zoom, we jump on Zoom. We have 3 speakers speak. We have 3 critiques, and we take questions and we wrap. And we do it every single week. You will love this. It's a blast. The people are fantastic. The system is pure gold. I hope you'll take me up on this opportunity. Only if you're serious about making money doing this at the highest level. Okay, there's just no way to overstate what this can do for you. This will change your speaking life, guaranteed, if you participate. So check it out, check the demonstration meeting out, and then join us, and I'll look forward to seeing you at one of the upcoming meetings of the Bill Gove Speech Club. Thanks for watching.